It is official. Day 21, guys, has started. A recap from yesterday. That was actually day 20 video. I downloaded all kinds of videos off my cameras and phones yesterday and realized that they were all starting to run together. I was a day off, so the deer made me insert my foot and mouth yesterday as we were walking that creek bottom, and then they came busting out probably no more than 60 yards from the truck and the end of the creek bottom trail there. No buck with them. I thought for sure that there was going to be a buck running when the first two ran out, but so yeah, then we put some pressure on them. Went running after them, got within 95, and they just wouldn't let me really side hill them anymore at that point, and they boogied out of there. So, you know, getting some action, which is nice. I mean, we kind of forced the action yesterday by walking and seeing where we were going. But yeah, I was a little surprised they were down in there. There was cattle no more than 30 yards from them, probably in the creek. And, but, you know, I think that might going to be a place where we're going to scout a little bit more in the off season. But, you know, I just... I'd be very surprised to see a buck anywhere in there like that, for sure, around the cattle. But, you know, we'll see. Those deer ran up the mountain not too far from our tree stand, actually, probably, 150 yards or so. And then reviewing the footage yesterday, one thing about those Tacticam, the 5.0 models, is man, super close up on your filming, just a super close up on my face, as you guys will probably see there. And then it's hard to actually, it's a pretty point of view camera, so it was hard to get any of those deer in there when you think you have the camera pointing towards them. It's still even hard to get if it's not within a, you know, if your bow's not almost pointing right at it, I feel like. So I guess that's where one of those, their other model, just the regular Tacticam, the wide lens view, would come into play, and have one of those mounted, either like on a head mount or something. So I'll have to look into that. Right now I have two Tacticam 5.0s, so I'm just running one of those right now. I'll be running a second one as soon as the remote gets here. Those remotes are kind of out of stock everywhere. So once that remote gets here, then I'm going to put the other Tacticam on the main trail that they come in and use, and just kind of set it on the ground on a little tripod and kind of see what kind of footage we can get right there. It'd be kind of cool. So we'll kind of see what that goes. So that was one thing, that was like the main thing I noticed, was checking that just the camera is it's not a regular, you know, GoPro or anything like that. Those 5.0s are pretty close up, and you do not get, it's very hard to get footage if you're filming out away from you. So that's my advice if you guys are looking into those. But I'll do a full review on those later as I get more into using them. So, all right, guys, let's get up there. It should be hot again today, 90. But I'll say the morning times have been pretty cool. They've been hovering around 52, 53. And it's been actually pretty comfortable sitting in the tree stands at that temperature, and you know, just a little sweatshirt or something, and so that's been pretty nice. So we'll update you guys. We're gonna check all those cameras today, and see you guys then. Alright guys, man. Oh, shots fired. I just shot that anniversary buck. The penetration though just did not look good. I just can't believe it, man. He was 25 yards. The up and down's perfect. I seen him down at the very, very bottom of the canyon here. And he's just kind of slowly walking. He's not going uphill. He's just at the very bottom. He's walking, and you can see the blood just, there's a nice blood spot on him from here. I just gotta hope he beds down and bleeds out, but the penetration was not good. I'm gonna look at the camera right now and kind of regroup, and I know exactly where he is down at the bottom here, so we're just gonna take some time, send some messages out, and look at the footage and see how the shot was here, if I got it on camera here. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm already shaking and I'm already sick to my stomach here, but we're gonna go recover this arrow. Give him some time. He's got to lay down. He traveled probably a good 200 yards, in which, you know, a good 130 of that straight downhill. But we're gonna go up here to the shot and kind of see what happened. We're gonna get some blood. So the penetration just was not good. Kind of was right here in this area. There's my arrow right there. So the arrow came out super fast. Let's just walk over to it. Here's his track right there. There's another track. And here's the arrow right here, guys. Let's take a look. Alright, so clean, didn't go through, but he did snap it. So he's got it inside him there. I'm gonna compare that right now. Alright guys, so laying the arrows next to each other, not tons. So we're gonna head down the mountain here. I don't think I hit shoulder, but man, dude, just not a lot of penetration for a 25-yard shot. I'm already sick. Just pray for recovery, guys. We're gonna let him sit. I'm gonna make some phone calls. You know, the good news is he went straight downhill. And then just walk. He stood there for a while. When he turned, I don't have my binoculars, but I have my rangefinder, and I could see the shot. The shot looked, at least where the blood was coming out, it looks good. He had blood coming down the side, so I gotta think I got one lung. And he's just gonna hopefully lay down here and bleed out with one lung. So we'll give him a chance. We'll just let him sit there for a while, and then we'll pick this back up soon. All right. All right, guys. Since we were up there, I went ahead and just checked cameras, and here's some great pictures of that buck. So we're gonna I'm actually probably just gonna go down the truck. I wish I had my binoculars because I could actually glass the mountainside that he would have laid on from my truck. And note to self, right? Tip number 1. Always pack your binoculars with you in your truck at least, or somewhere that you may need them. So we'll try and glass with my rangefinder, which won't be good, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and try and find the blood where he just kind of stood there for a while and kind of walked the trail. It's been a good 45 minutes. So like I said, I'm in no hurry. I just can pray. And here's his tracks right here, actually. That he came barreling down this hill and just lays down somewhere. And I could have swore I heard something up there, so while I'm checking the camera, sure enough, 2 more deer jump out. Two more deer jumped out while I was checking the camera there. So, all right, guys, let's get down here and see if we can find some blood. We'll pick it up back then. All right, guys, there's blood right there, and that's the first blood we've had since he's been shot, which was probably 150 yards as a crow flies. So, this is, he's been going basically straight downhill until this point. Now it starts to flatten out, so I gotta hope that there's some blood here. So let's follow this up here. There's blood, there's blood. He's definitely heading into some thick stuff here, guys, so I'm gonna turn off the phone, concentrate here since I'm by myself, and see what we can find. Alright, a little update here. I actually just, we're gonna go back up to last blood. I walked another 200-300 yards, kind of zigzagging in the sagebrush, and just nothing. So there's not much to go on, guys. There's very little blood. But we're gonna go back and start from last blood and kind of work it, see what happens. I actually walked back to the truck. I just drove as close as I could to the mountain from the ranch I cross, and it's a little bit less of a walk here, and then just got some water and kind of start over, regrouped. Always gotta say a little prayer, and dropped off my pack because I don't need my pack to track anything, so we'll just see how it goes from there. Here we go. Alright, guys, we are 3 hours into our hunt, and I lost blood for a long ways, probably 100 yards, and I just came up on a pile of blood, but it's just basically rubbing on the grass is the only way I'm tracing him right now. And we are 300 yards in. We're 3 hours in. Here's the last blood right here. So as you can see, it's not much, but at least we're kind of getting a trace of where he's heading, and at some point this will run into private property here. So, I'm just hoping that he goes somewhere and bedded down. I mean, 3 hours is way plenty of time for him to die out here. So, and I haven't heard anything jump up. So let's just, man, I don't know how far I just gotta pray and pray that he's bleeding internally. I still haven't found a broadhead on the trail, so it's got to be in him still. So we're gonna keep at it, guys. Just gotta keep, as long as there's blood, we gotta keep trying. All right, we lost blood at this coagulated spot right here, and that was probably 50 yards back. I've just been kind of zigzagging a few trails here, seeing if I can get any sort of sign. I was crossing my fingers, hoping that he was bedded down in these trees up here, but no such luck, guys. We're probably 350 yards in, 3 hours plus, but we had blood 50 yards back, so a decent amount, not tons, but so we're gonna zigzag this and see what we come up with. And that's the update. We're go, guys. I tracked him for 800 yards probably. So far my rangefinder won't even go back to the mountainside that we were on. 800 yards, 4 hours, and haven't had any blood in the last hour probably. pretty coagulated though, which could very mean that his wound's closing up, and just didn't get much blood after that. I checked all underneath all the trees and bushes that, you know, a deer could have bedded in, and oh, I'm crushed, man. I just 14 years I've hunted San Diego. I even gave up bow hunting because I was so frustrated in San Diego for about 3 years. But I was just too competitive to not keep doing it, and I got back into it, you know, 3.5 seasons ago, and man, ever since, you know, just bad luck, dude. 2 out of the 3 years you hit bucks and don't recover them. And that shot this morning, here, you know, here's a shot right here. But man, that shot this morning I felt was just so good. He didn't know I was even there. He didn't know I was dropping back. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. To hit shoulder, 2 inches back. It's like, gosh, it just taking two more seconds to shoot. I mean, you look back on it now and it's like, dude, I did everything right. Gosh, so frustrating, man. I mean, that's the only thing I can hang my hat on, guys, is good setup. Heck, we've had a couple different bucks in there. Does have been in there. He came right in this morning. He didn't know we were there. And drew back without him knowing. Good shot, man. But as soon as I shot, I seen him turn. And I knew that arrow was sticking out far. Just way far. But that's all I can do, man. I guess we can get after it again. You know, tomorrow's the last day of the season. We're done. I'm not going to hunt tomorrow, but the season closes and then another tag opens up, and I have that tag that starts next weekend. So, we still got one tag. I mean, technically we still have this one too. I personally don't believe that buck is dead. But we do have a rifle tag. We can rifle hunt this mountain. Definitely some more bucks here. And as we get closer to the rut here next weekend, you know, we'll do a little rifle hunting. I haven't rifle hunted San Diego in, man, forever. Probably since the very first year I hunted. So, should be fun, you know. I got a lot of hunting left to do. I still have a huge trip I'm going to next month that I'm going to tell you guys about soon. And that's it. So, sorry guys, it sucks. I'm venting to you a little bit because I hunt out here by myself, no one else to hunt with. And it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. And all you can do is try and learn from it, get better from it, I guess, and put it behind you. It's tough to do though when you've had this, like a shooting slump, man. Just hunting shooting slump. It's just been horrible. So, alright guys, we still got a good half a mile back to the truck. We'll get in, get out of here. It's already like 90 degrees today. It's so hot. I'm dehydrated, headache, chasing around. I lightened myself up today for the stock and didn't bring any water. So, but hey, we're gonna rest up for this week. Get a new tag. Maybe sight the rifle in a little bit. Can archery hunt that tag too. Maybe bring my son out here a little bit, and he's been wanting to come, so it'd be a perfect opportunity for a little rifle hunt with him, and we'll just see how that goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Continue to try and improve
the content, the video, the footage, the animals, showing you guys as we keep getting more and more into this San Diego series here. All right. See you guys next week.